and refuse to lose.
Hey everybody, my name is Nate Stein, and it's time once again for another Pro Wrestling Syndicate news update. This time it's all about Refuse to Lose 2, coming your way Friday, May 27th at the Queen's Elks Lodge in Elmhurst, New York. Special bell time 8 p.m. with a special guest autograph signing starting at 7 p.m. But the biggest announcement of all, who is going to be the special guest PWS commissioner? Well, how about the legendary, the one and only, three-time WWE heavyweight champion himself, Mick Foley. But can Mick Foley do what no other PWS commissioner has done before? And I'm talking about the likes of the Road Dogg, the Pope, Bill Apter, and many others. And that's Control Reality Check, as all 5 members of Reality Check will be present on Friday, May 27th. I'm talking about Alexa Thatcher, Velvet Sky, Danny DeMonto, former PWS heavyweight champion Kevin Matthews, and current champion Devin Moore. But let's get right onto the action. First off, in a Texas death match, how about the new horror Sami Callihan taking on the Bariqua Beast Dan Moth to name a #1 contender to Devin Moore's championship. Now, these two have squared off before at Pro Wrestling Syndicate Connecticut Carnage. Easily PWS's best match this year. And that was just in round 2 of a tournament. Imagine what's going to happen this time as these two collide. Texas death match rules, all for a title shot. Easily best match of the year anywhere in the pro wrestling world. And you have to imagine somewhere waiting in the wings is Devin Moore, keeping a very close eye on this encounter. Also, the newly crowned PWS New York State champion, the premier athlete Tony Nese, will defend his newly won title in a suicidal 6-way against El Gran Demano, Brian XL, Mr. Standing 450, Rich Swann, the aerial assault assassin, Javier, and the Amazing Red. But if you want to talk about the big matches, then how about this? 2-time WWE heavyweight champion Psycho Sid entering Pro Wrestling Syndicate as he takes on the last of a dying breed, Eddie Kingston. Psycho Sid coming to Pro Wrestling Syndicate. Also, the undefeated PWS Tag Team Champions, the Urban Legends, Wes Draven and Devious, will defend their titles in a tag team gauntlet match against Joey Io and Timmy Ite, as well as the 902-pound Nigerian Nightmares. But remember that the Urban Legends won their titles in a tournament that included the SAT, Reefer and Azrael, and Demolition amongst others, and have successfully defended against the likes of BQE, the Best Around, and other top teams. However, trouble is brewing all throughout this match. Wes Draven, currently injured, will he be in shape to compete? And if not, what will his partner Devious do? Also on the team of Joey Io and Timmy Ite. Timmy Ite no-showing the last Pro Wrestling Syndicate event, causing Joey Io to take on Wes Draven and Devious with a drunken Chronic the Clown, causing Joey Io to snap and to bust Chronic the Clown in the knee with a lead pipe. And as for the Nigerian Nightmares, well, damn, at 902 pounds, they're just big. Also, making his Pro Wrestling Syndicate return, it's the playa from the Himalayas, Sanjay Dutt, taking on Reality Check member Kevin Matthews, accompanied to the ring by the beautiful Alexa Thatcher. Matthews, the former champion, is looking to move back up the ranks and is saying he will make an example of Sanjay Dutt. Also, the Encore, Aaron Epic, makes his Pro Wrestling Syndicate debut against Reality Check's Danny DeMonto with Velvet Sky in his corner. Epic, a top independent star from Florida, is looking to gain a foothold at Pro Wrestling Syndicate, but you can be sure that Danny DeMonto has a plan to stop Epic in his tracks any way possible. Also, the Samoan Mastodon, Fala, takes on the Prince of Old School, Big Juicy Justin Carino, but this time, Carino, who's had a little bit of a lack of winning here at Pro Wrestling Syndicate, will have someone new in his corner to back him up. How about the 501-pound bodyguard Lucifer Darkside? And at 501 pounds, this is a guy who can moonsault. This is a guy who is agile as anything and as tough as they come. Lucifer Darkside in the corner of Big Juicy Justin Carino as he takes on the Samoan Mastodon, Fala. So much action is in store for Friday, May 27th, which will also feature WSU women's action as Brittany Savage takes on Nikki Styx and the Boston Shores Amber, and Alexis Nevaeh take their shot at WSU Tag Title Gold against champions the Bell Saints. Tina San Antonio, and Marty Bell. All of this coming your way and more on Friday, May 27th at the Queen's Elks Lodge in Elmhurst, New York, easily accessible by New York City subway and buses, just 40 minutes from Grand Central Station in Midtown Manhattan, and just 10 minutes from the New York Mets City Field. Autograph signing starting at 7 p.m. with live action at 8 p.m. Tickets starting at just $20 and are available by calling 800-836-3006 or by visiting ProWrestlingSyndicate.com. Fans, you can also watch this live as it happens on iPay-per-view. And to find out how, visit ProWrestlingSyndicate.com. Fans, for Pro Wrestling Syndicate, this has been Nate Stein, and I'll see you on May 27th.
Refuse to lose.